wonderful that we're all here at the holiday season, the three of us, Dr. Danuta Hoyer, Dr. Vesna Skul, co-founders of the Comprehensive Center for Women's Medicine in Chicago, and just voted top doctors in the January issue of Chicago Magazine. So let's talk about something that is on the minds of many people as we move from this wonderful holiday season where we enjoy so many goodies. And then we're thinking, one too many, I love eggnog, one too many eggnogs, even though I don't do dairy and eggs very often. One too many eggnogs, I love fruitcake, right? This is a special time of year and we love to celebrate. But then we move on and we have a little extra something and we want to lose a little weight so that we're, healthy in 2018. So the two of you have been practicing medicine, working with women for many, many years. And I'm sure you've seen all different types of cleanses, right? We have the lemon juice, cayenne, maple syrup, and that's it. And 4 years ago, an incredible program, Clean Burn Shape, was developed by Arend International. And the two of you loved it. And your patients have loved it, and you've had amazing success. And I know I personally did it, and I lost 9 pounds and 9 inches, 4 of those inches on my hips. So share with us why it's different for you. I mean, why it's so special.
Well, first of all, I think it's special because it's simple. And when things are simple, people can follow the directions and be successful. We've done many cleanses over the years that have been quite complicated, and you really have to be very, very motivated to complete the task. This is a 10-day cleanse. You're a vegan for 10 days. You're basically giving your liver, the major detoxifying organ, a vacation so it can concentrate on pulling those toxins from your fat stores, making them linked to water so that you can have a good exit strategy. And you're drinking a lot of water, you're eating whole foods, so it's a wonderful way for people to just get reacquainted with clean eating and be motivated to continue. And it's very, very easy.
And it's really effective. I tell my patients that if they can read, they can succeed. The program is outlined, you just need to get organized. Enjoy meals that are predominantly organic, and I think that opens the door for discussion with our patients about necessity for doing this not just at holiday time, but periodically, seasonally, because unfortunately we live in an environment that has been so polluted with more than 87,000 toxic chemicals being registered by the CDC since World War II. So it is not just the holidays. It is real, and it is not just a chubby person. It is the little skinny minis and people with 100 pounds to lose, and we've had them all succeed and develop a completely new relationship with food.
So tell us, there are 3 products, right? So can you share a little bit about those and why you love those?
The 3 products are a clean drink, which is very pleasant, and it contains a number of herbs and supplements that will help cleanse the body. The burn capsule is something that you take before meals, and we have a Shape Shake, which basically contains organic green ingredients that will help detoxify as well. And the most important thing here is that you want to not have a shake that is going to give you more sugar than protein. You want to keep it low glycemic. And the whole 10 days is low glycemic, which is really a diet for life. This is not just for the 10 days. It's reintroducing people to the fact that sugar is a poison. It's estimated that Americans are eating now about 150 to 170 pounds of sugar a year. And that is leading us to lots of different forms of cancer, cardiovascular disease, dementia, etc. So this is a worldwide problem, and the more we then become more in tune to a low glycemic pattern of eating, the better we feel, the more focused we are, the better we think, the more energy we have, we don't have crashes. We've had success with patients getting them off of insulin in several days. That is amazing to me in an internal medicine setting where I'm constantly trying to not add more prescription medications to people, but if they finally can see that food can be their therapy, their prescription, it's very important to do.
Well, clearly, food can be their medicine, and I think we are what we eat. But even in folks who don't have multiple diagnoses and are reasonably healthy, the two most addictive kinds of foods are sugary foods and processed foods. So sugar and alcohol fits into that category as well, and cheese. And most of my patients by day 3 or 4 are free of cravings and can then continue on being liberated from those cravings, which indeed are difficult to overcome. And none of the other cleanses that we've used before addressed that component. And one of the reasons why they don't crave is that all of the combined ingredients of the Shape Shake, the 2 ingredients in the burn capsules, are really leading to very even blood sugar level, and there's no cravings and no insulin release that then drops the blood sugar and makes them wanting more.
So there's a 10-day program followed by a more modified 30-day program. So 10 days, totally doable. I mean, it really feels like, okay, I can wrap my mind around that.
Even the greatest carnivore can be vegan for 10 days.
Right, so it's 9 servings of fruits and
Vegetables a day, and drinking lots of water, obviously, because you're trying to eliminate these toxins. And basically, as Vesna said, by the 3rd day, one is feeling a renewed sense of energy. You're not having that up and down swing of blood sugar. And when you finish the 10 days and you say, okay, what do I do now? Well, if a person doesn't have weight to lose, I have reacquainted themselves with good eating habits. They can reintroduce clean sources of fish, chicken, meat to their diet. But for the most part, they have a way to continue and have a cleansing day once a week and eat correctly during the week and maybe splurge on the weekends and maintain everything in a stable way. For those people who have more weight to lose, who have diabetes, who have lots of other reasons for change in their body composition, they go through 30-day segments where they, again, continue eating their 9 servings of fruits and vegetables a day and lentils, etc., introducing chicken, meat, and fish, but they're more strict with their patterns. They can have some free days here and there for special events, but for the most part, the more they eat like this, the more they don't feel well when they go off the wagon.
Because you've been working with primarily women many, many years, I'm sure so many women have come to you and said, I'd love to lose weight. And even though you had tried many different things, and again, top doctors in Chicago, amazing women working with women, but a lot of women were not having success. And so the beauty that I've heard about this program, right, and I've experienced is that I really feel like it changed my metabolic set point. I really feel like it's very simple and very, like you said, very effective. And so you've found over the past 4 years that this is different than anything you've used before, anything that you've used with your patients.
Absolutely. I think that the key is that this program helps balance one's hormones. And we're not talking about necessarily estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, which is what people think about when we speak about hormones. The carefully chosen ingredients in this program target the hormones that are integral in our successful weight loss and maintenance of weight loss. Hormones that are responsible for our hunger or trigger metabolic reactions in the body and or stop us from eating more. So balancing ghrelin, leptin, adiponectin, the fat hormones, and emptying the fat cells of toxins which were there protected by fat. So fat is actually, the whole Fat America phenomenon is really a self-defense against the toxic environment.
So we're not just talking about post-eggnog and fruitcake. We're talking about this is
everyday
extraordinarily
world.
important for our longevity and our well-being, and to have happy, healthy lives.
I explain to patients that our fat is a source of energy, and if we were in a starvation mode and didn't have refrigerators in our home, we would start burning fat after a certain amount of time for energy. But fat is also a large storage facility, and that's when Vesna mentions that's what is enveloping our toxins. All of our toxins are fat-soluble chemicals that go to fat, and that's where they're stored. It's almost the body's way of protecting itself from the toxicity that we're involved in. So one may say that some people who are very, very morbidly obese are very, very toxic because they may have, and research is coming out about this, that there are some areas, even in our city, that have much higher rates of toxic exposure, and that is being linked to obesity and how much weight they're actually carrying.
I know what amazing physicians you are, and I refer everyone I know. You are on the cutting edge, both of you, and have transformed women's health and women's lives because we trust you and we love you, and I know that you see a path for every woman that's a path of health and well-being and happiness. And I know that I personally have so many friends whose lives you've transformed, and I'm very, very grateful. And so I vote for top docs of the world, of the universe. And so happy holidays, everybody. Thanks for being with us. And
Happy holidays.
yeah.